Now, what I want you guys to do is I want this to be an interactive meeting. All right. So when you guys are ready to ask your questions, we got some stuff in the chat that we can talk about. Do not hold your questions until the end. Please release your questions, just like we're going to talk about releasing your art, because you've created so much art. Now you're like, now what? What do I do? All right. And that is what I want to talk to you guys about today. So my name is Jamesha Bazemore, and I am the creator of Coco Twins and also DCT. Coco Twins was created out of the need, a need that I wanted to fill for my children. They wanted images on them for their back to school supplies. We couldn't find anything. So me being a natural, my DNA remembered that I'm an artist. And I also am a trained artist and a designer. I decided to go ahead and draw on their school supplies. So I've been in the design space since 1994. I have 30 years of experience. Some of the things that I've worked on is the Marine Corps Crucible, Ford Field, which is the Lions Stadium in Detroit, Michigan, Comerica Park, which is the baseball stadium in Detroit, or baseball field in Detroit, Michigan, the Riverwalk, Campus Marshes, Cass Tech High School, and a list of other projects. I've also worked at one of the top universities here in Maryland as their design coordinator, where I managed all of their construction documents, and I also managed the team of adults with special abilities who were trying to find their way in the workforce. So a lot of them, my program at the university that I took the kids through was one of the toughest programs because I didn't care what their special abilities were. People call them, I don't call them, not, they're just special abilities. They have special ways to handle things than we do, other people do. So I didn't let them use those things as limitations. So I would have them out in the field, taking measurements, drawing things up, coming back to the office. And what I learned from doing that is, although a lot of them didn't stay in it, it did boost their self-esteem, where they went out and they ended up getting jobs at other places at the university. And anytime they wanted to tap into me as a resource, I was there. But then COVID happened. And then after COVID happened, I ended up taking Coco Twins full time. So Coco Twins is a federally trademarked name, and it's been federally trademarked since 2016. And I have DCT, which stands for the Digitally Integrated Art Lab by Coco Twins. So DIAL is how I shorten it. DIAL came to be after someone, a producer at the Shark Tank, asked me to come in and talk about what it is that I do. And having a conversation with them back in early 2022, they didn't know what to do with AI, so they passed on the opportunity of working with me. Yeah, I said the opportunity of them working with me. All right. So reframe the way that you think about things. I'm also a certified mindset coach that specializes in gratitude and also specializes in working with people who have a trauma brain, right? I come from that. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, living in Maryland, but I understand what happens with the trauma brain. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because creativity, it requires you to tap into a side of yourself that makes those trauma things, it puts a light on them. Because one of the things that is natural to us is to be creative. All of us are creative in different type of ways, but we're all creative in some type of way. All right. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. All right. Now, I want to take a measurement in a room. Who in here creates AI generated art? Give me a 1 in a chat. It doesn't make a difference if you use Midjourney, ChatGPT, Ideogram, Canva, Sora. Doesn't make a difference what you use. All right, cool. Who in here has seen their first 3 figures in sales selling their AI generated art? Has anybody seen 3 figures in sales? Give me a Y if you have at least 3 figures in what a given time. Anybody in here has anybody in here made 4 figures in selling Digital downloads, art, AI, anybody, 4 figures. Yes, yes. Has anybody made 5 figures? Anybody? Yes to 5? Yes to 5? Nobody's made over 5 figures? Yes. Oh, 5 figures. That's where I was at, 5 figures. All right, cool. Anybody in here makes 6 figures in selling digital downloads? Say yes to 6. All right. The person you see that said yes to 6, DCT, they know who that is. Jaleel Evans is my nephew, and he allowed me to mentor him in this space. He's a very young 24-year-old person, 24 years old, and he's made 6 figures in his own business. All right. Has anybody made 7 figures in this? No, I have. I've made close to $2 million in the digital download space. So when I'm talking to you guys about, yeah, she said, what? What? Y'all didn't even know that the digital art was that valuable. But I told you guys when I got started, I've been doing this since 1994. And my DNA remembered that I'm an artist. I know how to draw by hand. All right. All right. And now we got AI. And if you know how to talk to AI, you can bring your imagination to life. But once you bring your imagination to life, that's where a lot of you get stuck. You get stuck right there after creating things, right? You know how to create, you're a creative, but you want to become a creator where you are offering your digital download products to people. And that's what I am in here to share with you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Make sure you guys can see my screen in there we go, do this. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen fine. Let's do a check. Be sure. Perfect. All right. So y'all buckle up. Buckle up, buttercups, because I'm about to take y'all on a ride. Oh, I'm also a Marine. All right. So anybody that's like, my language is a little off, is because I am a Marine and it's just part of who I am. All right. Yes, like in Marine Corps, USMC. That's how I was able to design part of the Marine Corps Crucible. And anybody that knows any Marines, you know that you have to go through the Marine Corps Crucible in order to get your EGA, your Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. So one of the reasons why in San Diego, they're able to go across the Marine Corps or go through the Marine Corps Crucible, and I have the commendation that says this from the Marine Corps. It says, thank you. My maiden name is Evans. Evans, for your dedicated service in helping us figure out the design program to create or to design the Marine Corps Crucible ahead of time. It's a little history for y'all. All right. That's me. All right. So you've got a folder full of AI art and no clue what to do with it. Talk to me, talk back to me, y'all, inside of the chat so I'll know. Y'all got it. Okay. So if this is you, go ahead and shout yourself out. So you've got a folder full of AI art and no clue what to do with it. This is a real conversation about purpose, positioning, and building something that actually lasts. So let's start with the folder. You've got the art, the vision, the ideas, and a folder full of files named final, underscore, all caps, final, underscore. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and do version 3, underscore, final, 125. Y'all, you said stop talking to me. Y'all will analyze that thing until you are on version 8,250 and then still not call it good enough. You've created and created, but something's still missing. Just like Kerry Washington in this dog. Y'all know those Kerry Washington faces, right? So, you know, you something is missing. You've created, something's still missing. Your shop is quiet, your downloads aren't moving, and the truth is, you don't have a product problem. You have a positioning problem. This is what I've learned in this space, and this is what has helped me get to 7 figures in this space. So you got the art. You've created beautiful pieces that show your vision and ideas. The problem, your shop is quiet and downloads aren't even moving. The reality is not about your product, it's about your positioning. The quiet secret of most creators. This is the thing you guys are thinking but not saying out loud. And go ahead and say me if any of these are you. Here's what most digital artists won't say out loud. We are generating more art than we're actually using. We're downloading, designing, tweaking, saving, and never launching. We're busy, but we're not building. We're creating, but we're not connecting. Your art isn't the issue. It's powerful, it's beautiful, but right now, it doesn't have a message because it's unemployed. You got to give it a job. All right? Go to the next slide. People don't just buy pretty, they buy relief. I'm going to read these off. And if you caught my live this morning on TikTok, please don't say anything. Yeah, unemployed. Yeah, I like that, Kanisha. They said unemployed art. A lot of you have unemployed art. A lot of you, just art, just over there, just being a bum, just unemployed, just ain't even trying to do nothing, just sitting there. That's all your art doing, right? Meanwhile, you could be putting it to work. So I'm going to read this off and you guys let me know what product you think this is. All right. This is how you talk about it. People don't just buy pretty, they buy relief. They buy answers to their overwhelm. They buy tools for their healing. They buy visuals that speak for them when they don't have the words. They buy reminders that they're not alone. Pretty art complements, positioned art gets purchased. What digital product do you think I'm describing in here? Can anybody take a guess? I'm going to wrap it all up to make it make sense, but I want to see where you guys are with this. What do you think? What digital download product did I just describe here? Renee got it right off the bat. Stickers. Stickers. Yep. And I hope you didn't catch my live this morning because I shared this morning. I used the people during my live as my tester babies for this presentation. All right. So, yes, stickers. Those are stickers. So when you talk about stickers, people buy them because they're answers to their overwhelm. How are they answers to their overwhelm? Is because it can be a reminder to slow down. They can be tools for healing. It could be a sticker on their screen, on their iPad. It could be wherever, on their notebook. It could be wherever. It's a sticker that reminds them that it's okay to forgive themselves. People buy visuals that speak for them when they don't have the words. So those stickers can be put onto a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. They buy reminders that they're not alone. It's a sticker. But one of the things that I want you, not only do I want you guys to change the way that you talk about your digital product, I also want you to change the way that you position it, that you go out for content. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're creating content and people still don't seem to find you. You're not getting any type of traction on those things. You just creating content. And somebody told you need to post 8 times a day. So that's exactly what you're doing. But it's still not working. This is for you. As a matter of fact, this is for all of you. Instead of feeding instead of feeding the algorithm, instead of chasing likes, instead of chasing follows, what I want you guys to do is shift into legacy. I want you to shift into legacy. And here's why. It changes your story. It changes the way that you connect with people. So likes fade, followers disappear, reels expire. But what if your digital product, your words, your art could outlive the feed? What if it could teach your children about emotional expression? What if it could help your audience survive their hard days? What if it could support someone in healing without you ever knowing their name? That's digital legacy, and that's what we're building here, all right? You already have what you need, you just don't have the structure. You don't need to create more, you need to give your existing art purpose. Frame it with intention and attach it to a message that actually matters. So why stickers and why now? So let me make it make sense as to why I was talking about stickers that way. Stickers are the smallest product with the biggest emotional return. Excuse me? Yes. Stickers are the smallest product and with the biggest emotional return. It also requires the least amount of work. Remove the background, leave the background, put a sticker effect around it, upgrade it, upgrade it or upscale it by changing out the pixel size, which means that, say for instance, well, when you create art in AI, the pixel size is so small, it's typically 1024 by 1024, if it's a square, that if somebody was to go from because it's good for up to a 6x9 journal. If anybody were to go bigger, say for instance, like this art behind me, if they were to go 24 by 36, it may be blurry depending on who they use to print it out. So what I like to think is and I think big. So when I think about the art that I release to people, I think this art is going to be on a step and repeat banner. It's going to be huge. It's going to be on something. So I want to make sure that I'm able to capture that. All right. Now, stickers are pocket-sized therapy, small but powerful emotional support. Permission slips in color, visual reminders that validate feelings, visual affirmations, encouraging messages in artistic form, emotional icebreaker, starting conversations about feelings, daily encouragement, small reminders for everyday motivation. They go beyond cute. They connect. Sticker prompts that turn art into impact. Yeah, QI. So each of these sticker prompts turns your unused art into product-based tools people will actually use, feel, and buy. So I created a prompt guide and the link is there. And I'm going to share this presentation with you guys so you can get access to it. Okay. All right. So you can create stickers for the inner child joy, for people healing through play. Afro-futurist power pack for those reclaiming identity and vision. Self-care reminders for people who forgot to pause. Sass and snark for people tired of being polite about their boundaries. Word art affirmations for those rebuilding belief in themselves. So now what? Once you get the prompts, you can create the art, but you still need a framework. So let me go back to this right here. So this sticker guide is $5 on the website. So I want you guys to know that when you click on this link, it's going to take you to where you can grab it for $5. And the prompts are like no prompts, you just keep watching. So you can leave here inspired, right, with this framework. Or you can leave here equipped with this framework. I love inspiring people, but I love equipping people with information that they move on. So I hope you guys choose to move on it. The truth, a lot of creators stop here. They stay inspired, but they never get strategic. What did I tell you guys? I'm a Marine. So one of the things that I am is a very strategic person. I did pick up some rank and I did lead platoons on marches. So in order for me to lead people around, I had to have a vision. I had to have the vision of I had to look ahead, right? See what's out there. And because that is something that I have inside of me through training, it is something that I put into everything like the hot sauce. I put it on everything, right? So you guys don't know this. You don't know how to structure a product. You may not know how to write a clear description. You may not know how to price your offers. And you may not know how to take the idea and actually get it out into the world. That's where the next step comes in. So I am offering a workshop, and Dadrian, she has been putting the link in here, the Digital Product Workshop for Beginners, a course built for creatives who are ready to stop sitting on potential and start building real products. But you ain't got to take the course. Take the course. I would love for you to take the course, but if you're not in alignment with it, no problem. You're going to get some valuable information right here. So inside this course, you'll learn how to package your ideas. You'll learn how to organize and present your creative concepts, position your digital products to solve real problems, connect your art to the needs of the audience, build simple sellable offers using what you already have, turn existing assets into marketable products, stop posting just to be seen, and start selling with purpose. Move from visibility to profitability. Whether you're launching your first Etsy listing, setting up your beacon shop, or creating for your community, this course helps you bridge the gap between creative and creator. One of the things that I do, I tell people to master the free. So when you get into the space of basically anything, master the free. What do I mean by that? Use that thing until you run into those limitations with the free version. When you run into the limitations with the free versions, pivot to the paid version. The reason why I say wait until you master it is because you want to get used to using it, right? Because there's nothing like having your money allocated for the month, and then here comes this subscription you forgot about. But if you're using it all the time, it's pretty darn hard to forget that you got something out there that you're actually using. So what makes this different? We're going to stop hustling. The hustle mentality, nah, we're going to leave that in the 2000s. We're going to move with intention, right? Not the 2020s, but the early 2000s. This course is built for people like you, artists, caregivers, educators, community builders, who want to use their creativity to build something that reflects their values. And most importantly, something that outlives the trend cycle. So for the artist, turn your creative vision into products that connect with your audience. Caregivers, create resources that support others while honoring your values. That's a whole coloring book. For educators, develop materials that teach and inspire behind the classroom. That's a coloring book too. For community builders, design tools that strengthen connections and foster belonging. That's a coloring book. It's all in how you talk about it. So it's time to set your art free. In the chat, type free the art, free the art, free the art, free the art. All right? Free the art. You've done the hard part. You created the art. You showed up. You kept going. Now it's time to attach a message to your art. Give your art meaning and purpose. Connect it to a need. Find the problem your art solves. Turn it into something that serves. Create products that make an impact. Your folder isn't full of scraps. It's full of seeds. Let's grow something that lasts, but first you got to plant them. All right. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and go into, let me go back. All right. We're going to go ahead and go into the guide. So when I told you guys this guide is not like any guide you've seen before, I mean just that. Now, the sticker prompt guide. Those of you that are part of DCT, those of you that have been rocking with me for a while, y'all know I don't just do, I go a little hard on these things, especially as a certified AI consultant. So I have these prompts here, word affirmations, kawaii mood stickers, self-care mini reminders, snarky rituals and routines, animal affirmation buddies, productivity pep talks, seasonal sticker pack, Afrofuturist power pack, the inner child, and power words. Let me show you guys what the prompts will do. So this is an example of how the prompts are written. Not very basic at all. Not very basic at all. All right. Can you guys see Canva okay? I want to make sure that my Zoom is set up right. You guys see Canva okay? Because if you can see Canva okay, that means okay, perfect. So I'm going to go into Canva. These are some of the stickers that I was able to create. I'm going to go back to word or affirmation. I'm going to copy this entire prompt. This is how you would use it. I'm going to go into ChatGPT using 4.0. I'm going to go ahead and select the three dots and select create image. I'm going to paste the prompt there, but this may be prompting that you've never done before. I'm going to explain to you guys why my prompts act like this, all right? So when you put the prompt in, my prompts are written where they ask one question at a time. I don't leave it open to hallucinate or assume anything. And for every question that it asks, it provides 3 detailed examples to help you answer it. All right. So I'm going to say, please, let's go back. Let's start it again because this one didn't perform. Let's go to create. No, let's just put the prompt here. Let's see if it's because I hit create. Okay. All right. So I'm going to say, please ask me question 1. It's one word that's missing. So I got to update that. So please ask me question 1. Always remember to ask me, or always remember to provide 3 detailed examples for each question that you ask. Go back. Question that you ask. Always ask one question at a time. I trust the universe, and I feel like this prompt isn't working the way that I want it to right now because I know what word is missing. And in this right here, I think you guys need to know anytime you're talking to ChatGPT, always ask it to ask you a follow-up question. You can go into it saying anything. Your prompt can be very, very basic. And asking it to do this can help you create a better prompt. So I'm going to go ahead and send it through. And now I am going to have it work with creating the image. So the first thing is asking me, do I want to describe the image or do I want to upload it? I'm going to go ahead and upload an image. All right, so let me do this, upload. Uh-oh. All right, trying to pause the share. Okay. All right, we're just gonna go in here, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these images and send it through. All right, so it says, thank you for uploading the image. Do you want the stickers in full color, black and white, or grayscale? I'm gonna go ahead and say, give them to me in full color. It's going to acknowledge my input, then come back with, okay, we got the art, now what do you want it to say? Here are three to five affirmations, and tell me which ones you want me to use, or you can add your own. This is the power of having it provide examples for each question that it asks. So I'm going to say, let's do confidence and self-worth. So number 1. It's going to acknowledge my input, and now it's asking me how many stickers do I want on this sheet. I typically do no more than 6. So I'm going to send through 6. It says perfect. Do you want any accents added to the text, like stars, sparkles, flowers, or shapes? Let's do, it says yes, sparkles only. Yes, mix of accents, no accents. Let's do 2 for a mix of accents. So using ChatGPT becomes easier too when you can just push 1, 2, or 3. All right. It says guided. It gave me a summary. 6 stickers, full color, confidence and self-worth theme. You want me to write affirmations. You want mixed accents. The typography, vibe inspired by glam, bold look in the image you shared. ChatGPT, please do not embarrass me. I'm going to go ahead and say, please proceed. I don't want to make any changes to it. So now it's creating. Oh, it's writing a prompt for me. That's cool. I'll share this prompt with you guys. I'll put this in here so you guys can do this to the art. Send that through. So use this prompt with your art. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say, it says, let me know if you saved the download, add it to your file. I'm going to say, please create the image and be sure to use this image. So once you put the prompt in there, upload your art so it'll know what to use. I'm going to grab the same girl, so as if I'm you, this is how you can work with it. Let it know. All right. So what it's going to do, it should create the 6 images. But like I said, we don't know what ChatGPT is going to do. So while ChatGPT is running, I'm going to go to a conversation that I've already had with it, which is it that one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? Nope, that's the one I'm in right now. It's ticking along. Where is it at? There it is. So I did the same thing for this one. I hit create image. Yeah, I see what's missing. I hit create image, dropped the ChatGPT prompt in there, and then it asked me my first question. I gave it the image. Then it said, what do you want? I said black and white. I said, let's see what you could do with black and white. It asked me what type of vibe I wanted. I said, you choose. All right. Then it says, it chose bold and petty, unbothered, blessed, and moisturized. All right, it knows my tone. Now it says here or it's asking me number of stickers and poses. I said, you suggest a full pose to match the phrases. It gave it to me. I said what I said. Try me, unbothered, blessed, and moisturized. Keep that energy over it. And for each one, it posed the girl in black and white. So it said, okay, are you happy with these? I said, yeah, I'm good. It said, do you want me to go? I said, absolutely, I'm ready, go. And then it gave me this. It gave me those stickers. And then what I did, I went over into Canva and I uploaded those images. So I don't have her here, huh? So create a design, upload it, upload file, grab the image. There she is. Edit image. Nope, that's the wrong one. Let's do that again. Somebody needed to see that. All right, so upload the image and then using a new design. There we go. Then select custom size. Accept the default, because when you're ready to upscale the art, you want to make sure you're upscaling it from the right point. So if this thing comes in and says 10 by 24, 10 by, that's the size you want to use. Create new design. And then from here, I have the stickers. So what I would end up doing is, some of you don't like the gray. Right now, we're still battling with the AI. Sometimes it gives us black and white. Sometimes it gives us gray. I'm going to tell you guys, as an artist who has coloring books on Amazon, gray scale images, they sell, but I do know it's also a preference. So put this under your head wrap, in your back pocket, under your wave cap. I don't care where you put it, in your notebook. What I want you guys to do, anytime you are working with the art like this and it has a gray in it, I want you to select edit. I want you to go to edit, adjust. I want you to go down where you see the whites. I want you to turn it, watch the image. I want you to turn it all the way up. I want you to come down to your saturation and turn it all the way down. Now I want you to go into the filters. Any of these filters will apply even if something is in color. And that's because you turn down the saturation. So now you can go through all of these filters to find the filter that works best for your coloring page. All right. All right. I'm going to head back to the sticker. Oh, okay. That's what it created. I am enough. My energy speaks volumes. Worthy looks good on me. I was made. I guess it's missing something here. Oh, here it is. I was made to shine. I got this girl, I got this girl. I could stack these together and make a bookmark. I radiate confidence. What? This image was generated in Midjourney. This image was generated in Midjourney. This is what it created from that image in ChatGPT. So now I have this sticker set from running that prompt. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna go ahead and share. Let me do share, and I'm gonna give you guys a link to this presentation. And you already have that prompt. So if you want all 10 prompts or all scripts, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the scripts and you'll be able to create art or stickers that will create something like this, create something like this, create something like this. And also, so we got kawaii mood stickers. It will create those self-care stickers, sassy stickers, rituals and routines, animal affirmation babies. I got a fur baby, so I'm going to use this to create stickers. You guys can also use these for, say, for instance, Mother's Day is coming up. And create Personalize it. Have somebody send you a picture of their fur baby. You use this GPT, or it's not a GPT, it's a prompt. You use this prompt to create a sticker of their animal. All right. Productivity pep talk stickers, seasonal vibe stickers, Afro futurist power pack, the inner child joy stickers. And then there's information here about the course. And like I said, if you guys want access to it, the link is in that presentation where you guys can get access to it. All right. Now, so want the exact prompts I use to generate stickers in ChatGPT? I just showed you guys that. So you get the 10 prompts. The guide is perfect if you're ready to generate faster, stop wasting time on trial and error, stop overthinking, follow proven prompts that work, turn ideas into visual sticker sets without starting from scratch. All right. So here's the course right here, the digital product workshop for beginners. I'm going to go ahead and open up an incognito window and then share that. Let's see here. Is it still sharing? And make sure it is sharing. The Google Chrome. Perfect. Nope, it's not sharing it. I'm going to go here now. There's the incognito window. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys, once you guys can see my incognito window. Are we there? Can you guys see it? All right, perfect. Let's see. I'm going to put my hand down. So I'm going to go ahead and go to school.com. I'm going to type DCT. This is the easiest way to find me. I'm going to go ahead and select the little brown girl here. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to look for, you can choose any of these. These will take you back, right? Don't select this. This is Alicia's link. This is where I refer people to her. But the join here, create any of those. Select it. It's going to take you to my website. Just go to courses. All right. I'm going to give you guys the direct link once I get there. Oh, no, Daedrin, she's been sharing it. So it's there. All right. So here's a course right here. And I want to tell you guys what it's about because someone asked me. So you're here because you're ready to turn what you know, what you've lived, and what you care about into real digital products, not just something cute, something that sells, something that serves. So let's get real. I want to sell something digital, but don't know where to start. I tried print on demand, but the profit margins are trash. Plus the tariffs are in the way. I'm tired of building on platforms that don't care if I win, like Etsy. Etsy is not Etsy shouldn't be where you land or where your customers land. Etsy should be what your customers go through to get to your website, Beacon, Stand Store, Shopify. I have ideas, but turning them into products feels overwhelming. So let me paint the dream outcome for you after this class. You've got a digital product that actually helps people. It's priced right, branded beautifully, and easy to deliver. You've got a system, not just an idea. You're no longer wondering what to post or sell. You're making consistent income from something you built. What is this? It is my Create framework. It is how I was able to do this on Etsy. For those of you that don't know, me, I'm going to go to my page. So here I am on Etsy, 44,000 sales on Etsy. And if my products, the price of my products average, we'll say $5, 5 times 44 lets you know how much I've made on this site, just about how much I've made on Etsy alone. I'm also a star seller with a 5-star review. This is some of the ways that I release the art. All right, some of the ways that I release the art. Somebody even made a t-shirt or a sweatshirt out of the art that they got from me. All right. Go back here. So my framework is conceptualize your message, render with AI tools, elevate into a product, align with audience pain. T, tell your story. E, exchange value, which to me means sell. This isn't theory, is what I've done to generate nearly $2 million in digital sales. So what you'll learn how to create a real product. You'll learn how to package and position it. You'll learn how to sell it on your own terms, launch with confidence, build a system. What you'll walk away with, a low ticket digital product, done. A working sales funnel, done. AI powered copy and content, Done. A clear offer that solves a real problem. Done. A repeatable system you can use to grow. And I'm teaching you guys how to do this on the free version of ChatGPT, the free version of, or the free version of ChatGPT. No, you may have to pay for the new, but you can still use the old AI generator. The free version of ChatGPT, the free version of Canva, and the free version of Beacons. You could do this on any of these platforms for free. Always know this. Always know this. Anytime you're working with any free digital products, apps, anything like that, there is some type of limitation because the goal is to always convert people into buyers, right? So what this is not, it is not a masterclass full of fluff and theory. It is not a post and pray. How many of y'all are posting and praying when you put stuff up on Etsy? It's not that strategy. It's not another digital thing you forgot you bought, because you can remember this when you get done with me. A course that leaves you confused and Googling. Nope, because the C, the R, the E, the A, the T, the E, I show you how to use AI as your coach. Who this is for: creators ready to pivot or evolve, print-on-demand sellers looking to grow smarter and get out of the space of just dealing with tariffs, coaches, content creators, and educators, anyone tired of platform dependency and ready to own their own and ready to own their processes. You don't need to be a tech expert. You just need to be ready to move. You guys know, I just told you that I trained people with special abilities how to either sketch out design documents, how to take measurements. So I know how to pull the tech out of this stuff for you. So how to win in this course: be honest about where you're starting. If you're starting at ground zero, you're the perfect person for this. Use prompts plus the workbooks. You're going to create your own workbooks. They are your secret weapon. The reason why I want you to create your own workbook is because you're going to tailor your workbook on your specific needs, and you're going to turn that workbook into knowledge that you can use in ChatGPT in the projects, or maybe as a GPT, or something that you can upload right into ChatGPT, but you're creating your own. Go at your pace, but don't stall. Engage with ChatGPT like a coach, not a search bar. Build messy, launch anyway. So you've already done the hard part, showing up. Now we build. So let's create required applications: ChatGPT, Canva, and Beacons. And the prompts are already there. I already got the classes already there. You guys will get the live. There I am right now. So you'll learn about me. And if you just want to leave your email address, leave your email address. The link that Dadrian shared will take you directly to this site. Right now, anybody that joins, it's only 30. I'm only letting 30 people into this live session, 30. And the reason why I'm only letting 30 people in is because I want people to feel comfortable asking their questions and turn it on their camera. So I don't want this huge audience that comes in, because I get about 170 people on a training call. Then after that, there'll be a VIP session where I'm taking that down to 15 people. All right. But here's what will happen. After that live, anybody that purchases this will get access to the replay. So you'll be able to watch the replay. Then you can use that replay in something like Notebook LM and create your own chatbot, but that's for another day. So we're going to go back to, we're going to close out of here. And I'm going to see if it will. So let me close out of here. Let me share my other screen. Make sure this is the right one. Yes, it is. All right. Share. There we go. Need to turn this one off. Close window. There you go. All right. Go back and share, fill out of it. There we go. All right. Whew. Now, I told you guys that you don't have to take the course if you don't want to take the course. I understand when people are out of alignment with things. I get it. And I'm thankful for people who are honest with themselves and say, I don't want this. You know, maybe it's because you don't think it's valuable. Maybe you don't think you need it. Maybe I don't know, whatever it is. But when people, and I want you guys to start framing your mindset like this: when people don't want something, be thankful they don't want it, because people that come over and they have some apprehension, they sometimes cause bottlenecks, right? Because they'll have their questions, because they want, in their minds, they want you to make it, they want you to show them the value. All right. I sell on Etsy, and I also sell on my own website. So Etsy is a go through. So you can take them through Etsy, which is business to consumer. then to your website, which is business to business. That's how you get out of them low ticket products. That's how I was able to make almost $2 million. It is not from, it is not from just low ticket products alone or selling on Etsy. You see, I made 200,000 on Etsy. All right. So this is how you want to, huh?
Sorry to interrupt. Persons are asking date and time of the workshop.
Thank you, Dadrian. So the date and time is Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you. So now we're going to get into positioning this this guide or your sticker guide. Turn your sticker packs into solutions people actually want. You need to position your sticker packs like they solve something, not like they just look good, because cute doesn't always convert. Clarity converts, connection converts, and relevance converts. This guide will show you how to match your sticker packs with the real pain points, speak your audience's language, and give your creations a purpose beyond the pixels. So what's the problem you're solving? Is it to feel better, help your audience feel better, stay focused, stay grounded, laugh, heal, organize their life, express what they can't say out loud? No matter how artistic your stickers are, people buy them to fulfill these needs. People would rather pay to alleviate problems than they would for things that make them happy. Look it up. People would rather pay to get answers to problems. Ask yourself, who would benefit from this sticker pack? What are they struggling with right now? How can these designs give them relief, joy, or permission? So here's some real life examples. So new mom, their pain point is feeling guilty for resting. So your sticker idea is word art, you deserve to pause. Naps are noble, and let's go. Using soft pastel bundles. The college student, their pain point is burnout and imposter syndrome. So sticker idea, start ugly. Done is greater than perfect. Study desk icons plus pep talk phrases. That's where they will put them. Creatives who overthink. Pain point, not launching, stuck, planning. Sticker idea, launch it messy. Your voice matters anyway. Bold colors, sketchbook art. Match the message to the art. Don't just throw words on cute designs, align them. A, you got a sloth with headphones. Perfect match, tune out the noise. Your character is holding a coffee cup looking sleepy. Perfect match, running on vibes and caffeine. Your bunny is crying with sparkles around it. Perfect match, it's okay to feel everything. The goal, art plus message equals mood that sells. Say it how your audience would say it. Make sure you're relatable. Instead of saying stay positive, say this sucks, but I'm still here. Instead of saying believe in yourself, say you're better than you think, babe. Keep calm and carry on. Keep going. Crying counts as progress. That's how you say it. Package the problem, not just the aesthetic. When naming your sticker packs or listing them, lead with who they're for and what they solve, not just what they look like. Instead of neutral quotes, use affirmations for the overwhelmed and over it. Instead of your listing being called mood stick pack, say emotional check-in stickers for journal days. Instead of your sticker pack being called rainbow vibes pack, call it confidence boosters for your inner child. Bonus tip, use this formula to pitch your pack. Here's a quick plug and play sentence you can use on Etsy, Gumroad, Teachable, anywhere. This sticker pack is, who's the audience, who are tired of their pain point and want a whatever solution. Here's an example for creatives. This sticker pack is for creatives who are tired of overthinking and want a gentle nudge to start messy and stay motivated. Here's one for moms. This bundle is for moms who are exhausted by expectations and need daily reminders that their rest, softness, and survival matter. Purpose sells, pretty supports. It's not pretty sells and purpose supports. It's purpose sells, pretty supports. Your art already slaps. It's already banging. That's not the problem, right? So now that you have the prompts, because you're gonna get it from the prompt guide, the Dow chatbot is gonna come later. You guys can create beautiful art. It's your time to give your art a voice, a target, a purpose. This guide is your cheat code to make your sticker packs emotionally resonate instantly relevant, and way more likely to get shared, used, and bought. Now go give your stickers some meaning and watch how they start sticking with people for real. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take some questions. Anybody that has any questions, Daedrian, you can go ahead and
All
unmute, let them
right.
unmute.
So we have a few in the chat, majority being, will there be a replay of the sessions? Because persons want to purchase, but have engagements on Saturday. So will there be a replay?
Yes, they will be able to purchase the replay. Oh, excuse me. They will be able to purchase the replay on Saturday, the day of the event.
Okay. Also, will you be having another workshop?
I can. Absolutely can.
Okay. All right. I'm going to open the mics. Just raise your hand if you have a question and I will unmute you.
Thank you. All right. Anybody have any questions? Carla, go for it.
Go ahead, Carla.
Is Carla looking for the button? It's a running joke in DCT. Was there a coupon code? No, there's no
Carla,
Okay, I'm here.
okay.
Okay, go for it, Carla.
I'm outside. Hey, I have
That's
a
okay.
question. I have an engagement on Saturday. Is there and I was looking on the link, is there a self-paced one? Because I'm not available for the live.
So the
Because I want
self,
to buy this.
absolutely. So the self-paced, you can go ahead and let's see, how can I do that? Because I set it up where people who are, I'll put it to you like this, save the
Okay.
link. Or as a matter of fact, when you go over to my site,
Okay.
sign up with your email address. I'll send
Yeah,
out an email.
okay. Because what I did do is I went on your site. I was on the bus. I'm here in Chicago. And I went up there and subscribed. And then I went up there and you have my email address. It's
Okay.
ballrealitygroup@gmail.
Okay. All right. So everybody that signs up with their email address, if you can't attend, then the replay will be made available the day of the event. All right. Gail, go for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Thank you.
I just wanted to know about the graphic that you made, the sticker. It was so awesome. And can you get that same quality with Canva? I mean, I know you had another name for the app that you did use, but can you get because I use Canva a lot. I would love to use Canva, but I've never seen anything that uh just so original and awesome. So I'm just
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. So what you would have to do in Canva is probably tweak the prompt to make it work.
so it's
But
possible.
it is possible, and I know it's possible because I've done it. But
Okay.
yeah, because sometimes the prompts don't work the same across the different AI generators because they're like in real life, they're like different artists. You know, different artists have different vision.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Gail. You're welcome.
Is there any other apps that you could use for?
So the ChatGPT prompt works better creating art in ChatGPT, but you can run it on a Midjourney. I've actually did that in Midjourney as well, and I'm going to show you guys one of the images that I was able to create in Midjourney.
Is that also have a free offer to try it or
So
no?
Midjourney starts for $10. That's
Oh,
their
that's good.
so.
That's good.
So with Midjourney, you just have to have the full recipe in order to create the art. The full recipe being a seed, the style reference code, profile code, different things like that. But I've used the prompts on Midjourney.
Okay. And you're saying ChatGPT would give you that also, that kind of quality?
From what I ran in ChatGPT, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. So I have a question from Les in the chat saying, where would your buyers use the stickers?
So the way that I would position my stickers, I wouldn't position them just as stickers. It would be a part of what they could do with it. I would position it as maybe wall art, right? And then I would tell people I could show it. Let me show you guys. I could show you better than I can tell you. So I'm going to go into my Etsy page and I'm going to show you guys literally how I set these up. So I'm going to go here, and I'm rushing through this because I know we don't have that much time, but I do want to show you guys. So I'm going to share my screen. So right now in my Etsy shop, all of this was created in Midjourney or in, what is this here? Canva. No, ChatGPT. Lord, all the things went through my head. So these were created in Canva. So if I were to show these, they would look like stickers, but I would also tell people, hey, you can put them on tumblers. So I'm positioning the product. You can also take this and put it on a pillow. You can also, there's a sticker, right? And then down here in the description, I let them know 5 key benefits for the buyers. I let them know key features. I give them FAQs. So it's not just about, it's about how you position it in everything that we do. So think about how you want your customers to be able to use it. Think about that. All right. Think about how you see your customers using it. And that will help you figure out what they could use it on. All right, because you can use a sticker on anything. I told you guys you can go from a regular sticker size all the way up to a step and repeat banner. So that's t-shirts, hoodies, notebooks, journals, shoes, skirts, socks, journal covers, digital journal covers, physical journal covers, digital guides, swipe files. It could be just about anything. All right, so Lisa, go for it. Uh-oh, she's trying to find a button, y'all.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Hello. Thank you so much. Jamesha, it's wonderful getting a chance to be in this live and seeing you do your thing. I've been following you on YouTube. Very quickly, how much would it cost for like a startup if somebody wanted to do this? I'm not a business owner. I would like to do something like this. It seems just straight and simple. Create the image, and then people see it, they want to buy it, and it's a digital download and just keep it moving. So how much would it cost to start something like this? Would Etsy or Creative Fabrica be the better way to go, or it doesn't matter?
Well, it all depends on what your budget looks like, but I know how to get people into the space with absolutely no money. The most I think a person would have to spend is $50. You would need your ChatGPT, your full license, and then there's a fee that you would have to pay to Etsy, which is a fee, a one-time fee. It doesn't take a lot. When I started this, I think I started this with a wish and a prayer and $2.
Okay. And you said your full license. Now, what is that referring to?
So when I said, maybe when I was talking about licensing, I was telling you guys, maybe I didn't. My business name is fully federally registered. So I have trademarks. I don't know if that's what you were talking about.
Okay, because I thought you said I do have I have the pro plan of
That's what you
ChatGPT.
mean. Yes. So I mean, having the
Yes.
full license. Yes. Having the full license to the application is best.
Okay, and then you said pay the fee to Etsy.
If you want to be on Etsy, but you don't have to be on Etsy. You can be on Beacons and do it for free.
Okay, and that's when you would set up your own website and go that way.
It's more like a landing page, and it's so intuitive. It just takes some sitting down and going through it, and they got great help. So it's not
Okay.
like setting up a Shopify.
And is this in your course?
This is actually in my community, and I teach that as part of my community over on DCT, which is on the
Okay.
school platform.
Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lisa. So Dr. Tani wants to make sure that she purchased the right course. So can you check on that, please, Jamesha?
She wants to make sure she purchased the right one.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
If
wants
she
the live session on Saturday, but she's saying from what she's seeing, it seems like it's self-paced. So she wants to make sure.
No. So what's up there now is live. There's no and I didn't want that confusion. That's why I just have the one up there. So what's up there now, since the class isn't until Saturday, it's just open to live. Then after all the live seats are closed, it'll be self-paced, and I usually put a label on there that says self-paced. So right now it's all live.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
We have time for one more question. So who's your lucky person, Misha?
So DCT, I'm not taking y'all. I'm not taking y'all. I don't know if is Kim part of my community? Kim Bryant, are you part of DCT?
Go ahead, Kim.
Hi. No, I'm not. I'm part of I came through Alicia
Okay.
and Lisa, the Little Sisters.
Mhm.
Because my question was more about I'm on the learning tube. I'm sorry. You said so you kind of answered half of it because I saw that you were copyrighted on your Cocoa Twins, but I was going to ask about your stickers. So copywriting and trademarking that you don't need to do that.
So right now it's a little gray area when it
Okay.
comes to AI because you have to make edits to it in order
Okay.
to get it. I was able to get AI art copyright protected. The way I
Okay.
was able to get it protected is I went through and I made edits. I'm an artist. I know how to draw. So since
Right.
I know how to draw, I was able to add the human touch to it enough for them to say this thing would not exist unless you did the work that you did. Right?
Okay, that's what, okay, because I'm an
Now,
artist too, and that's why I was asking. Because so some of it though, you did it by hand and then uploaded into it and then
mhm.
modified it through there.
Yeah. And
Okay,
all the work that I draw by hand, I get it copyright protected. So when I
okay,
say I'm leaving a legacy, that's what I mean.
right,
So it's
okay.
all copyright protected.
That was
Yep.
my question. Okay, because I saw yeah. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Daedrian just said I had the one question.
I'm gonna be nice. You have one more.
All right. Thank you. Cynthia, I catch you in DCT. I know you did DCT. Candy Marketing Store, sweetening your brand success.
Go ahead, Candy.
Hi, I was just trying to unmute. Thank you so much. I'm sure this was amazing, and I missed the beginning, but I wanted to know if you could speak to making consistent characters.
So with making consistent characters, it has gotten a lot easier in ChatGPT. So you can create the image and then you can say something now, like now change her facial expression. Now have her change her pose. It will do it and it will be consistent. On something like Midjourney, you can have the seed. On something like Ideogram, you have the seed. And the seed helps you get that consistency. But this is, and if y'all take this out of this group, I'm going to fight every single one of y'all. I told y'all I'm a Marine and I can do it. I'm just playing. If you want to have the consistent image, create character reference sheets. Character reference sheets, yes, it will give you very consistent images.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So that's it for me today. I appreciate all of you and your time. You could have been doing anything else. And DCT, if y'all got questions, yeah, I'll meet y'all on the other side. But other than that, that is all I have. My name is Jamesha Bazemore, and I truly appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jamesha. Great, great, great presentation. Now you have all of us looking at AI art in a whole new light. So we all have homework, guys. We have to go check it out, see what we can do, and make Jamesha proud. So thank you all for joining us today, and see you on the next one. Bye.